When you go to work every single day and your boss gives you a $1,000 paycheck, this $1,000 that you have is a representation of the value that you provided to your company. You went to work every single day and you got some value. Now this is where it pays to understand what your money really is. Because back in the day, this money was our barter system, right? It was people who had cows and chickens and eggs. You used to have this value that you produced. Maybe you had some eggs and then you would convert it to somebody else's value. Maybe somebody else had milk that you wanted, so you would be able to convert your eggs for this milk. Well, then people got a little bit more sophisticated and we started using gold as this representation of value. That was what money was, gold, because it took time, effort, and labor to mine an ounce of gold. And so gold was a real representation of value because if you wanted more gold, it took more time, effort, and labor. And so now if you were able to accumulate gold, now you had more physical money because it was a real representation of value. It took time, effort, and labor to mine all this gold, and now you owned all this value that was produced out of it. The problem with carrying around physical gold though was it was really inconvenient. And then if you wanted to buy something small, you'd have to slice up your gold, and it was just a lot of work to take your gold and pay for things with gold. That's when paper money came out. Paper money was first a certificate for the amount of gold that you owned. So you would take your gold and take it to the bank, and then the bank would give you an IOU, a certificate of how much gold that you owned, and then you had this paper money which represented the amount of gold that you owned. So now if you paid somebody with the paper money, this person would have paper money which they could then redeem for physical gold. Remember, gold was the money and paper money was just a way for you to transact that gold. Well, then in 1971, President Richard Nixon took the dollar off of the gold standard, which meant that you could no longer easily convert dollars to gold. They were different. And so now you were able to print money without having to produce more gold. Because before, if you wanted to print more money, you had to produce more gold. They were connected. Now, after 1971, you didn't have to do that. The dollar became just paper backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government. After that day in 1971, financial education became infinitely more important because now the money that you're working to earn every single day is really just paper. It's not backed by any real tangible value. The only value that is backed by is the full faith and credit of the United States government. Now, lucky for us, we are in a state where the United States government is the most powerful country in the world. It has the most powerful military presence. It has the strongest economy in the world. And the dollar is the world's reserve currency. But now you have to also understand and protect yourself because no country, no empire, no company can last forever. I mean, when you're at top, then every other country in the world is trying to take your spot. And so you want to be smart and understand what your dollars are, your money is, that way you can convert it to something real. Because I mean, if we just think about it practically, it costs about 12 cents to print a $100 bill. As opposed to with gold, this physical money, it took real time, effort, and labor to mine an ounce of gold, and that value of your gold was represented by how much time, effort, and labor it took to produce that gold. Now, with money, it takes a couple push of a buttons and now you can print out a $100 bill. What this means is if you go to work for 10 years and you save all this money, you're going to save up a lot of money because you put in a lot of value over this 10 years at your job. But if you just keep this money in the bank somewhere, your money is not going to grow. It's going to sit there flat. But because this money that you're saving is just paper money, the United States government has the ability to print money on command. And we've seen this happen year after year after year. The United States government keeps printing more money. The United States national debt keeps growing. And when that happens, more dollars enter our economic circulation. And each new dollar now dilutes the value of another dollar. Because as you have more dollars in an economic system, the value of each dollar goes down. That's why the price of Coca-Cola has gone up by 20 times over the years. It's not like the value and the taste of a Coca-Cola has gotten 20 times better. It's that the value of your dollar, which is buying the Coca-Cola, has dropped. That's why the first law of money is really just understanding what money is supposed to be. Money is supposed to be a representation of value. But when you just hoard these paper dollars can be manipulated by the Federal Reserve Bank and the government, which means that you can go to work and produce $50,000 worth of value, but that $50,000 worth of value that you provide can be manipulated because the Federal Reserve Bank can just print a whole bunch of money, and now your $50,000 of value that you worked hard to provide really won't have that much value anymore because now there's so many more dollars in our circulation. So what you want to do is first understand this, and now when you're going to work to earn this money, these paper dollars, you want to convert these paper dollars into something that will hold its value. On one end, this could be something like gold and silver, or it could be cryptocurrency. Now, cryptocurrency is a whole lot more volatile, and you want to make sure you understand what you're doing in cryptocurrency before you just blindly throw your money in there. But there's a lot of opportunity in cryptocurrency. This could be putting your money into the stock market, because now you're investing your money into assets, where now you're investing your money into companies that you believe in, or you're investing your money into the general American economy if you're investing your money into index funds or ETFs. This could mean investing your money into physical real estate, buying rental properties, which will now pay you with cash flow, and now you own a tangible, real asset that you can see, feel, and touch. What you need to do is not just hoard all of your extra cash. There is a time and place for savings. You need to save money for emergencies. You need to save money to buy your purchases. And you need to save money for your investments, but you don't want to just be saving your money just to save it. Your cash is only backed by a promise. It is a liability. It is losing value each and every day. And so the first thing you need to do is understand that way now you can make smarter decisions with your money instead of just keeping all of your cash in your bank account. You want to use your cash smartly. That way you can use your cash to buy assets which will either maintain its value or make you more money. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you gotta do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.